Good morning, students. I hope you all are keeping fine at home. Welcome to the SST class. Today, I would like to discuss with you about the democratic form of government in India, especially in India. So, in this lesson, we are going to discuss about the type of governments that we have in India. We are going to discuss what type of government were there in the ancient times, how they were running the country, what is democracy, the basic features of democracy, and how election is conducted. So there are so many points. Also the different levels of government that also we are going to discuss. So let's come to the point that what type of government there used to be in the ancient time. So as our family, we are various members in our family: father, mother, children, grandfather, grandparents, also uncle, auntie sometimes in the joint family. And to run that whole family, there is a head. Somebody has to head the family. So the male members, the eldest male member is to be our head of the family. And so why it is eldest? Because he has grown through life. He is a mature person, and so he will take proper decision in favor of or in welfare of the family. So also in our country, there used to be government, that is the monarchical government. There are various forms of government. We have got the monarchical form of government. Monarchy, where the king was chosen and he was doing the welfare of the people. It means looking after the people, taking care of them and all that, for their safety, security and other needs is to fulfill. So in the earliest time, human beings were nomads and led an unsettled life. When they started leading their settled life, started doing farming and all, then gradually there came a monarchical form of government, monarchy, kings, where the power of taking decision was in the hands of the monarch, king or the queen. This was the most common form of government in the ancient time. So a monarch was feared by the people, that means everyone. This was reverential fear. So not that he is going to harm anybody. No. It was given enough reverence, enough honor, respect to the king, and they obeyed whatever he said. Whatever king ordered, they obeyed. The new form of government called the democracy emerged in 6th century BCE in Athens. It was a village panchayat like in Athens, and the members were elected or selected by the people, and so they ruled their village, their panchayat like in Athens in a small manner, and slowly it spread all over the country in Greece. In the present time, democracy is the most popular form of government in all over the world. And so here where the democracy started, democratic form of government started, it started in Greece, a small place named Athens. It is near the Mount Olympia. Mount Olympia. See, from there our the Olympic Games started. See, Athens. So what is democracy then? What is democracy? So demos means people, and krasi means rule. That means people's rule. Kratos, demos, kratos. People's rule. People's rule. Demos, kratos means people rule. All the people are becoming government. No. they select or elect a representative or a leader, and that leader rules the country or the people wherever they may be. And therefore, Abraham Lincoln has given very good definition. What is the definition of democracy? It is the form of government by the people, for the people, and of the people. This is the democracy. There is a democracy where the leader is taken from the people. By whom? By the people themselves. For whom? By themselves. For themselves they are taken. So that they are taken care well. So all the welfare work has to be done by the leader. So democracy, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people is the proper definition that is defined by Abraham Lincoln. It is believed that Celestinus, an Athenian nobleman, introduced democracy in Athens, where it is in Greece, around 525 to 524 BC. He is called the father of Athenian democracy. With the passage of time, as the time passed, democratic form of government spread all over the world, and it is most accepted form of government. So, in this form of government, the form of government, leaders are elected among the people. Okay, every citizen belonging to any class, caste, religion, gender has the right to elect the leader or contest the election, participate in the electoral process, or participate in the government. There is no boundary. Anybody can be. Every citizen of age of 18 and above have got the right to elect the members or elect the leader, and that is known as adult franchise. I'll explain it later. So the party that wins majority forms the government and rules the country. Democratic form of government respects the fundamental rights and fundamental duties of the people. That is very, very important. We have seen, I am not going to discuss what is fundamental rights and whatever is fundamental duties. All that I am not going to discuss because we have learnt that in previous lesson. A democratic form of government rules within limit set by the constitution of the country. So, how the election is? We said that people, they elect their leader. How they elect? There is a body called in India we have got Election Commission of India. It's a group of people who look after the election process under one headman, under a leader among themselves. Also, there is the chief person. Okay, he is the president of Election Commission. So, what is the work of the Election Commission? Its role to ensure free and fair election. The election should be free and fair. You choose whomsoever you like. It issues the voter's identity card. It sets the polling station or polling booth, we call it, where people go and vote. It announces the schedule and it also announces the result after that. When to conduct election and all the dates are fixed by the Election Commission of India. Electing a leader involves mature thinking, and therefore there is a person who elects the government. They should be a mature people. They should be mature people. And who are called mature people? Those who have attained the age of 18. Those who have attained the age of 18 are considered to be a mature person. They know what is right and what is wrong. And so this is known as universal adult franchise. That means they are called adult. Voting process. Voting process is very, very simple. What is that? In India, voting is done through the secret ballot. This means that the candidates who vote remain secret. On the day of election, people go into the polling booth and by one and cast their vote. Earlier, there used to be a paper, and on that paper, various names of the different parties and with their symbols used to be there. And so they used to have, they stamp it and fold nicely and put in a box. That therefore it was known as casting vote. Casting vote. Today we have got electronic voting machine, EVM, electronic voting machine. Though it is not casting, it is pressing now. Okay, that is all. So that paper was known as ballot paper, where the list of the candidates are there with the symbols and names. Next, what is the box in which they were putting? That was known as ballot box. That was sealed. Only small hole was to be there. Then from there they used to put the paper inside. Nobody can take it out unless they break the lock. Okay, so that was the ballot box, ballot paper. And now we have got the EVM machine. That is done. Everything is computerized, done, and then so what happens is just they have to press the button, blue button, and then against the name of the candidates, and the symbols will be there. And so it is easy, and so it is easy for the counting. It is easy for the carrying things also. Also it is portable, and it's very good, very good. So, and counting, especially the publishing result is very fast here. So all these things. Now why we need to have the election? Choice of leader. We have enough of choice of leader. Change of leader. We can change after, because in democracy there is a fixed period of time of rule. In India we have got 5 years. After every 5 years we have got the election. So that we have enough of choice. Whomsoever we like. If they are doing well, we will re-elect them, and otherwise they have to go back. So political participants. Every person who is known as adult or mature is participating in the electoral process and also political system of the country. And so it is people's participation.